Chill boy, my
Chill,
guy.
boy.
Chill
Um,
boy's mad ready and that.
I'm pretty sure we're up.
Alright, well,
Is that fast?
I can't see if we're live or not. I'm gonna check your other link right now
No,
just
that's
to
just got a it's got a lag.
there's a temporary little lag on there.
Yeah, all of it there'll always be a lag, which is a good thing.
Okay. Well, I can't see if we're live yet, but if we are live, hello to everyone that is there and listening. Yes, alright. Here we go. Here we go. So basically, I'm Domtomato. You're subscribed to this channel. This is
Oh, hey,
That's your cue, bro. That's your
I'm
cue.
Jarran Zen.
You say things.
Gotta switch back and forth.
Yeah. All right. So, Jarran, what is it that you do for this YouTube channel?
So for this YouTube channel, I make predominantly most of the music. Basically every Tuesday, Dom and I get together, and he goes, "I've got these vlogs," and I go, "Okay, what kind of music do you want for them?"
And
And
then I usually hum something like a boom, 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 and then
I work with that.
he makes that. So it's a pretty good formative relationship. So most of the stuff that you guys have been hearing in the recent videos is made by Jarran. There's some stuff in there made by Masterbox as well. But yeah, Jarran is the main composer for this YouTube channel. Brief history. I mean, Jarran is that we used to work together as garbage men. So we were doing 5 days a week on the trucks. He was my partner on the back. So the garbage truck works as one driver, two runners on the back, and we were the two runners who worked together and lived together. So it was like 24-hour relationship. So we got to know each other pretty fucking well.
Yeah, pretty well. Well, if you actually take it before then, I was sleeping on your couch. I had just I was just about to finish my personal trainer's certificate. Your mum got me a job at her gym.
Yeah, my
And
mom's pretty sick like that.
it
She
was
met you
like,
at the back of some gym climbing a rope or something.
yeah, I was rope climbing. Cause who doesn't do that?
Well, I guess we should tell the story of how we met, because that's kind of first episodical type shit.
Like the real first time, or the first time that
Yeah,
you
yeah,
remember.
no, the first time we met. No, if
Oh.
I was lucid or not, I was like 19. Who cares?
All right. So that was what? That was nearly 10 years ago now. I
Yeah,
my friends were holed up in, I think, a backpacker's house in King's Cross. They had a single room, and we had lots of vodka. We got wasted, and then out on the strip, just some guy comes up and he goes, "Hey, I'll do a backflip for a cigarette." We went, "Okay." And then you did.
because backflip's not that hard once you've trained it. I mean, at that age, I'd been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, pretty much every day, and I could literally do it blackout drunk. Not that that's like I'm saying it's something you should aspire to, but if you can, people that can't find it very fascinating. So drunk people find it even more fascinating.
I found it pretty impressive. And then I've
Hmm.
probably said something cool like, "Hey man, do you do parkour?"
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously.
I don't remember any of that. I was
Anyway,
young and silly and doing those things you
well,
do when you
obviously
first
we
turn
both
18,
were because
19.
we're in King's Cross. But then fast forward like a few months, and your mum's like, "Do you know Dom?"
My mom's most endearing trait is that she tells everyone my life story. Like, I was training the other day, and some like guy drive past, and he's like, "Hey, your mom's my swim coach. Good on ya." Just kept going. It's like, oh god. Like, she's definitely just going to swim class, be like, "Oh yeah, my son, he jumps on stuff. It's pretty fucking cool."
Oh,
It's
Lord.
good because this show's just slightly past her bedtime, so we're safe to talk about mom.
Oh, good. Um, I think it was then she gave me your number, and then I went, hey, can I come out and like train with you? Can I pay you for flip lessons?
Oh
You're like,
yeah, you fully offered me to pay me for parkour,
yeah,
and I was like,
because I
no,
had
man.
just broken my band up, and I'm like, no, man, I'm gonna be a stuntman.
Mm-hmm.
So that was when I had just started training to be a stuntman, and I'm like, I should probably learn how to flip.
Mm.
And then you're like,
Mm.
no, I don't really teach people how to flip. Just come out and train.
I'm weirdly like, most parkour practitioners, I guess people that like, run gyms and shit would hate to hear this, but I'm like anti-teaching. Not like anti-doing teaching. I think teaching is a very important part and there is a massive thing. I personally just think I suck at teaching and I don't think I pass on good knowledge that way. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't I feel like I'm better encouraging people in what they're doing and like little notes here and there. But it's more for me, I'm more on like the uplifting encouragement side than I'm like I can't break shit down. I don't break shit down ever.
You're a pretty good teacher in that formal environment, but I would definitely say that if you look at how people have progressed, you have the cultures of progression and then just the straight line teaching. And it's always the cultures that are like, yeah, let's like progress hard. Say like the Storas and GUP, that kind of thing, where it's
Mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm.
formal, everyone is just G'ing each other up.
To do more, yeah. There's like this kind of not it's like camaraderie, competitiveness. It's not like a competitive nature whatsoever, but like this friendly like, oh, let's all push and see how far we can take this one thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, but that's off track. And then yeah, you said at me and Marx's place, um, and then we were all garbage men. And then yeah, we had that
Well, you
time on
taught
the
me the
trucks together.
ropes, which sucked for the first 6 months. Ah, like
So when he started, Jarran came on and he was like, you know what, guys, I love the way you guys like just go hard every day and you got this like work ethic. And Marx is like a super genetic freak. Like he's built for this shit. Like he could just go every day. His body's just like full of muscle and like he's got ADHD, so he can just go all day. And then I'm like, just pretty resilient, super trained, especially if I put my mind to it, pretty determined on that stuff. So Jared was like, I like that. I like that. Can you instill that in me? And I kind of didn't do it in a way like, oh yeah, encouraging. I like rode him. I was like yelling. I was like a sergeant, like a
mm-hmm.
military sergeant.
It's a
But
game
then
of
he also had to
seconds.
live with
We
me.
gotta do this. Oh man.
Hey, shout out Shawnee because he's one of the people that definitely put me on the path to get this cracking. Sean Wood, he's on there. Peace to Sean Wood. Anyway, yeah. So that was interesting. That definitely tested our friendship multiple
Yes,
times.
but it definitely came out in the long run being very, very good. And not only that, in the GTA sense of the word, I got to unlock stamina. Like, as you can as well.
Yeah.
Like, we could shuffle all day now.
Mm-hmm. And by shuffle, it translates shuffle to people.
Old man run. Old man, like, just this. All over the joint. Um, Basically, low intensity running for an indefinite amount of time. You never have the lactic acid building up to the point where you need to slow down or get your breath or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. It's the trudge is what I call it. You can just trudge along forever. Kind of like if zombies are chasing you, just continue that continuous pace.
I call it Chinese man run.
You don't have to be too quiet. You don't have to sneak around. So good. Everyone that's there, probably like 4 people. Yeah, obviously, I'm at home with my girlfriend Saturday. You say hi. Say hi Saturday in the comments. Boom ting. Jarran's at home in his studio because he has a studio, like a boss.
Yep, this is where I live, literally 10 to 12 hours of the day.
Ooh, that's why your
Ooh.
skin's so pale. You should definitely like. What if you installed a tanning bed? You know, that's not still not gonna give
Well,
you
see, I've
vitamin D.
got daylight, like daylight lights on, which is why it's so bright in here. Fucks up your like circadian rhythms crazily. Like sometimes I can't sleep. So why not just put some UV tanning?
Um, hmm,
We
that
haven't
could
even
work, but
gone
I
into our
think vitamin
first.
D is, yeah. But I think that's good, isn't it? It's it's the role of things.
Yeah. Well, one of the amazing things that I haven't realized about living in Adelaide is that we've had like showers all day, but as soon as the sun comes out, it's a desert climate, and the sun is like heavy. It just dries everything up again.
Yeah, I mean, even here, I like kind of didn't realize it was the middle of winter until
Yeah.
I realized it was the middle of summer in Europe, and I was like, you bastards. But also, wow, it's not. It's been raining a couple of days, and like thunderstorms patchy, but it's only like 20 degrees, man. Maybe
Yeah.
15 degrees at worst. Like,
It's
it's
fine.
not.
I've been through
This is
that many London winters now that I'm just like, oh, all right. So this is as cold as it gets. Yeah, good times. Okay.
yeah. Well, no, that's why I like cut it away from the the winters as much as possible, but at least the one that I had to spend, like the full width of it, was here, not over there. The
Oh,
fact
because
that
you've
you
been
survived
chasing
winter,
summer.
yeah, boy. I think this is like the first full winter I've sat through in 4.5, 5 years.
Wow. No wonder you're so tanned.
It's what I do. Summer.
Yeah, you walk around with your shirt off and just tan a lot.
Oh man, if you can, that's just don't you want that leathery,
That
leathery,
leathery
thick
handbag,
skin?
looking like a sultana.
So, I guess the next thing we should probably cover. This is probably a good backstory on us. Well, I mean, yeah. Now I do jumps. He does music. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I I did the cool thing and
So yeah, last 24 hours.
I screwed up my ankles, and so I was out for things. But now I do the jumps. Dom, you're all glitchy, but now you're good. Go on with the chlorophyll.
Probably gonna happen sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. So I think 24 hours is our next keynote
All right, you tell me.
thing that we do.
What's your 24 hours been like?
What? So in our group of close friends, you got Nick, Marks, Jarran, and myself that all worked as garbage men and all still remain friends to this day, and do different shit now. And it was Nick's birthday. Just caught up. It was really nice, and then we all discovered the fact that Jarran's the oldest, and so that's pretty funny because Jarran's 30.
Look,
I've
I've got permanent wrinkles now. It's like it's happening.
You guys know what it's like when you have like that one older friend by like even just a couple of months. You're like, ha, you're the old one. It's not
Fucking
me.
grandpa.
It's you. Probably you don't have that because you're not like us. But yeah, we did that. And then yeah, I came back and I was absolutely draped. So I had early night, cuddled in with the missy. Then we had a stretch, went training, went to the city spots. That was wasn't that disheartening because I figured it was St Mary's Cathedral, which is like a pretty iconic landmark in Sydney. So they were they were really nice about it though. But they just said, yeah, probably didn't do it here.
How long did you get to train?
And 10 minutes to the first spot, like one combo in at the first spot, and then went to another spot and couldn't get access to anything. And then went to the third spot and lasted probably about 20 minutes, half hour before getting asked to move along. And that was pretty much wrapped on that area. And then we found a good jump across the road, did that. You'll probably see it on Kaduri's Instagram. I'm just not going to post mine because I have other shit to post. And what's that say? Oh, and then I arched myself. I arched my foot. I did a Kong Pre and joined the arch club. So that wasn't that fun. And that kind of put a halt to my training for the day. Just slowed me right down. Did some like cartwheels and shit, rolls and stuff, but nothing
And then
of
you're
caliber
like,
since
"No,
after.
I'm going
I'm
home
getting
now."
older. I can't just like bounce back as fast.
You still bounce back faster than most people.
Yeah. But you feel the age. It's crazy that you actually feel the age. Like if you're
Oh,
18 right
yeah.
now, fucking enjoy that. Use that shit, because like,
Yeah, but use it wisely. Because we saw so many people that were going to be the next people on the scene going up. And then they just get a... You
like the
just get an
flop arm. It's
injury that
like
will put you
it's
out.
the exact like metaphor. It's like they're on the rise. It's really strong, and then their mother body just like I can't do it.
Yeah, of course. Calcium deposits.
Mm-hmm.
When jumping doesn't become fun anymore and it's pain, why would you continue?
Because passion. I think like to be honest, for the last like month, I've been getting little twinges like knee pains, ankle pains, and stuff like that, where I have to do like so much extra rehab, and I'm like, worth it. If I just warm up and push through, then I'll be fine. I won't feel it. Like I don't know, but I'm stupid like that.
Yeah. But also pretty
Yeah.
tough.
But then I came in pretty early, and we've just been chilling out me and Saturday watching Housewives of Beverly Hills, or Beverly Hills Housewives. So
Really?
it's fucking yeah. I've reached the peak of my ability to consume like whatever media, you know what I mean? Like it's fun to just like observe and make banter, and then it like also it's like a conversation starter as well. It gets us into little like discussions about different personality traits, because they're so ostracized and like larger than life. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You're going
And
to
it's not
come
it's nice
in.
couple time, like
Yeah, it's a lot of downtime, but as you were saying, you come in contact with these larger than life personalities where you're like, wow, that kind of person, and then you can attribute it to different things and stem
yeah,
conversation off from that.
exactly right. I think there's like a lot of people discredit the fact that, especially in today's age, television and media is one of the biggest like conversation tools that we have, and pop culture references for breaking ice and mediating conversations. You know what I mean? To get that rapport on a small side where you gain comfortability. You talk about things that you watch, or you make jokes from things that you've both seen, without having to go deeper into each other's personal lives. It's like this extra layer you can create that familiarity with. And then when you have that familiarity with people, you can create like a deeper context from those things with that. Like it's a useful part of, people like, oh, it's just like, it's disengaging. It's just like, there's attributes of it you can use to, create that kind of socializing around it.
I
See
like
people
that.
fucking streaming, watching like season finales and stuff like that, and getting together at pubs to watch season finales. Like there's somewhat community, like worldly community with television.
Yep.
Yeah, you're zoned.
Yep. I was over on this screen.
Well, we're up to your 24 hours, so you can begin with that. I think you should
Oh.
pee.
All right, my 24 hours. This came in the mail today. It's a box of mushrooms.
It's already way more interesting.
Yeah, I know. No, check it out. Check it out.
It's like he came prepared.
No, I was just like, what's
This is
interesting about
coincidentally-
my life? A big piece of soil that I'm gonna grow mushrooms in my studio.
In your studio as well, practical.
Yeah, well, I have a storage space, but
To be completely transparent, what type of mushrooms are these? Are these mushrooms for tea?
Oh yeah,
Mushrooms for soup?
right.
Mushrooms
So
for tripping?
these are lion's mane mushrooms. So they're good for regeneration of myelin sheath in the your nerve cells, and also they make you make your brain good.
I mean,
I know I should
yeah.
have just said there were
Sometimes,
psilocybins, and everyone would be like, "Yeah, cool."
yeah, bro. These guys are
Yeah,
sick. They grow
man.
psilocybin in their studio,
Yeah, man.
and like,
Fucking
he's probably tripping right now.
yeah.
So, can't believe it. Uh, yes, and that's
All
what
right. Yeah.
you just received that in your 24
Yeah,
hours.
that's about it. No, my life is pretty routine and boring. I wake up at 5 a.m. I The one thing that I have been doing is the simple and sinister kettlebell challenge. So that's 100 one arm swings and then 10 kettlebell get-ups, and I'm doing that now at 24 kilos, and I'm trying to get up to 32 kilos, and it is ruining my life because
hmm
32 kilos is
what should people like if they had to type a key phrase in to see what these exercises were on YouTube or
just
Google?
simple and sinister kettlebell challenge.
Boom.
Challenge.
Simple and sinister.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
That's
the simple goal is 32 kilos. The sinister is 48 kilos, and
uh,
that's just ridiculous.
yeah, I feel like if I just, we just tell people what to Google, we don't have to put as many links down below, and that's on you.
Oh.
If you're listening, you can just type with your fingers, hey,
Yeah.
because, you know, we went all this effort to set it up, so. uh, all right. So I guess why do the old podcast?
Obviously,
Why
because everyone else is doing the podcast, and we just want to get in on that train, just ride the
get in
wave.
on like the 15th floor and then ride it to the like 16th, because when you get it on the 15th, you don't really have good acceleration. So like you came from the mail room.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Good metaphor. For me, I think it's just because I want to, you know what I mean? Just right now with everything that's been happening, I'm like, I just need things to change up, to try new things, to get at it. And I've always wanted to kind of start a podcast, but not like I don't know. I didn't actually want to start a podcast, but then you were like, let's start a podcast, and I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I just like I need to engage in that way and try different things. I think that's the main reason for me why is to yeah, also just capitalize on that YouTube gaming per se. I hate that word, but like, you know, I wanna grow my YouTube demographic, so this is a way to give that audience more insight into shit. I mean, that's what they can really expect, is just like insight into you and me, to know us, but then insight into like what the YouTube process is. So like the videos that you're watching on the Wednesdays and weekends, you'll have like a kind of behind the scenes of the not just the jump process, but the creative process that went into those and that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course. Because this really stemmed off the Tuesday talks that we started doing, where it
Mm-hmm.
was just talking like the boring stuff about what we're doing from day to day. But then it's when I made you get the headphones and the microphone. We're like, all right, well let's do a little bit higher quality audio or microphones. And like you also don't have that audio know-how of being like, even if you wanted to start a podcast, what are you gonna do? Record it on your phone?
No, I'll probably edit it on iMovie. You know what I mean? Like, it's people. I've had like 3 people hit me up in the last week, like, "Yo, what editing software do you use?" I'm like, iMovie. I don't even think it's the most recent one. I think it's like the last version.
Well,
Like, I don't know software. That's why that's your department of industry.
oh yeah, man, I have too many of the softwares. All of the things.
No hardwares, just
No hardwares. I'm just a soft boy.
all soft. And yeah, I guess as well, we're gonna have different people on here, just to join the chat. Really, there's no
This is gonna be fun, yeah.
specific like, oh, we're gonna talk about this week, and we're gonna bring you this topic and the hottest, latest, whatever. Like, we're just gonna chat and kind of get information out there that we want to talk about. We have little planned bits, like I've got weekly World of Parkour coming up, and then in a little bit I'll chat to whoever's been commenting below. So if you comment on the live stream now, I will be responding in about 15-20 minutes. We'll get onto that section of things. So, you know, if you want to ask any questions now, I'll still reply to them later. And Jarran will also probably reply. Maybe.
I will actually look at the chat at some point. No, I'll get there. It's too distracting for me otherwise. I'm like, I'm all over my head always. So I need to focus on one thing at a time.
You're all over your head always.
Yeah,
like it.
That one.
Take it. Putting that on Twitter.
Yep. You don't even use Twitter.
I use Twitter.
Oh, really?
They're active. I used it for like a month with things like, I'm all up in over my head. Jarran Zen. Do you have a Twitter, Jarran Zen?
Of course I have a Twitter.
Found it.
It's where I put all of my my random thoughts for the day.
Cool. That's what I've exactly been using it for as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. Like, I don't even use the app. I just write things on there.
It should be.
Leave them.
My little description should just be like, quotes by Jarran Zen.
Because like, sometimes I'm like, I think this is really funny. Like, or I actually sometimes come up with one-liners.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like a joke, and I'm like, I'm gonna put this on there.
Yeah. Where else are you gonna put your little one-liners and stuff?
Yeah, and I definitely forget them otherwise. That's what I've realized. It's like, I don't write them in notes. They're not good enough to like write in note. The one day I can go back to my Twitter bank and be like, I'm funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you've gotten it out of your head, but you haven't stored it anywhere. You've just put it out, and it's just there.
I just came up with an idea for maybe like next week or the week after, is we get somebody on who's, works in social media, is trying to become an influencer, already is an established influencer, and talk about the positive ways that they've used social media, as opposed to like, all the chats I always hear about, all the negatives and all the things that and that is obvious on both sides, but I never really hear anyone talk about all the positives. And there's so many positive ways you can use these tools to, be who you want to be and better yourself without feeling the sting of the likes and the blah 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 blah. There's really a bunch of ways, but I think it's a huge topic we should definitely talk.
That's actually a really interesting thing. Kind of like putting out content without and getting over all of the bullshit. It's like with the Twitter thing. If you actually get lost in the Twitter thing, if you actually read any of it,
I don't even know how to use it, to be honest. I get a bit lost when I get on there, so I'm like, but I'm not good with words on screen either. Like images, woohoo, picture books. I think it's a little bit tricky to for me to concentrate on that much information, text. Well, I'm gonna read comments. It's just I like just survey my comments, like. I sit there and I do it as a task, and that's like draining. I'm like, whew, I typed like 40 words just then.
But you're also really good in the fact that the people that comment to you, you respond to. Like, that's really good.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're showing support, right? So the least you could do is kind of like press a button and like and respond.
Yeah, dude.
I think a lot of people underrate the simple ability to just interact with your audience. You're not getting that many comments that you can't like, unless you're like on those crazy numbers. I'm doing a halfway promotion. We're live. Casting is budding. That's that guy. Let me swipe up to see. Chill.
I would like to talk about. I would like to put my hand up and talk about some things. Like the kind of guests that we would want to get
Yeah.
on. Like, because we're gonna have Marks on. And that's gonna be really cool because I'd like to get him even talking and nerding out about like what he does with lyrics. You know, how to play with words, because that's fundamentally that's Marx's jam. He's all about those rhymes.
Yeah.
For you, even though you hate me for it, I'd definitely like to get someone in the sports science field, something
Dude,
like
how do
that.
you think I would hate you for that?
Oh, just because it's
That's like
just
my
on
shit.
prehab and rehab.
Yeah, but I know that that's value information, and I still think like that, you know, you can there's interesting conversations to be had around all of those subjects. Like movement is the thing that fascinates me when it comes to a subject of math. I'd rather talk about that. Like I did so much better in PE than I did in fucking math.
Yeah, of course. You're frozen for a second. Shake
So
it
it's
off.
like that, like, but even have, you know, I don't. What is it? Yeah, that's gonna happen. Come back into me. What is a math degree?
What is a math degree?
That's like, let's find someone with a math degree, whatever that
No,
means.
no,
I'm sure
this
that's
is
a real
good.
name
This
for it.
is good. We get a physicist on the show, and we ask them just like impact kind of questions. Like if they can do that kind of maths on the show, or maybe we give them a little bit of warning. But like 90-kilogram body doing a jump this much, this is how much force you're producing, and then kind of do that for different scenarios. That's something interesting. Something interesting for me at least. To actually see
So
what
I've only just found out, thanks to Saturday, there's a 30-minute delay on the stream or something like that.
30 minutes.
There's a delay. It hasn't started for people.
That's a hell of a delay.
Uh,
Hold up, let's see if let's see what we can do.
well, I mean, for now, we could probably just leave it, and I could just tell people in the chat. This is all the experiment of the first attempt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are we gonna do? We're halfway
Also,
through. It's probably only just started. Why are people saying no in the sad face?
I don't know. Like maybe you just upset them or something.
Oh yeah, I said no.
Anyway, so I have changed the latency things, so now there'll be a less good resolution that you can have, but maybe it's gonna be faster latency. Faster.
Okay, well that's hopeful. You know,
Yeah,
apologies to everyone who was hoping it was live. I also hope it was live. My disappointment is immeasurable, Jago. Before if you watch it to this far, bro, mine too. Um,
Well,
so yeah, it
one
hasn't
thing.
started for some people. That's really weird.
One thing is that this will be this is being recorded, so it will get uploaded at some point.
Yeah, maybe it's streamed when we finish stream. That doesn't make any sense. Though.
No. I do not know.
I'm glad. Here. Saturday is going to come in and sort this out. So this live event will begin in a few moments.
And before it said will be like in 2 minutes at 28.
At 28.
And it says there's 51 more. So I don't know if it's already.
This is what we got, Jarran. There.
Lame.
It's alright, we're learning. Thank you.
All right. Well, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so it's just started streaming.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jarran Zen.
All right.
All right. So will that half an hour mean anything, Jarran?
I don't think so. I think we've just been talking for half hour. Like we've literally just.
Fuck. That's
oh
good.
no. Oh shit.
So to people who just joined, thank you so much, baby. You're the best thing in the world. You're literally a lifesaver.
Yeah,
So yeah, shout out Saturday, my girlfriend, for sorting that out.
yeah, so we have been streaming for the last half hour, and I guess you'll get to look at that in hindsight when we upload everything, especially the part where we completely screw up and have to start again.
So does that mean I should just like, okay, I'm getting an audio delay in this side now. That's making it hard for me. When I talk, I'm just gonna do this.
Yep.
Should I begin entirely from the beginning, or should I just start from where we're at and give people an update later?
I don't know, but I think also your delay would be happening from... Do you have any of the windows open?
That would make sense.
Yeah, if you have a window open with the
Okay,
sound on...
I don't have the delay.
Ooh.
I figured it out, guys. We've got this cracky. You know,
Yeah,
it took
yeah.
so long. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Sorry I didn't make it out training. Hey, Zach's here too. Zach, you should be in bed, bro. It's 9:30.
I should be in bed. It's 9:30. Fucking Grandpa Zen has to get up at 5 a.m.
I guess. Well, you know, you'll see the other half hour later. But we're up to our weekly World of Parkour.
Okay.
Which is
yeah.
probably why most people are here.
All right, brilliant. So what we're going to do is, because this is the first and we're basically just screwed up the whole thing, this will be released in retrospect and you'll get to see the first half and then come into the second half.
I reckon I can dot point it in like 60 seconds.
All right, go.
Have you got a timer? No.
No.
Just 60 seconds on the clock. All right. So we started talking, we gave background, we both used to be garbage men, we both used to live together. Then we gave a rundown on like the last 24 hours of our lives. It was actually a very extended conversation, which you should enjoy, but oh shit, I'm running out of time. And then we talked about why we're doing this, which is so basically because we wanted to, and what are you gonna get from this? You're gonna get to know us and an insight into the YouTube videos that go out on this channel.
And the process.
And the people that make it, and the process behind that, the creative process. And then a lot of shit talking in between.
And so I have some mushrooms, and because we don't have the first bit, yes, they're psilocybin.
Definitely psilocybin. Yeah. No, everyone now will just comment below, you know, like, whoa,
Yep.
you guys are hectic.
We're,
You guys are super cool.
So did we finish?
Yes.
We finished that segment, and we're basically now starting the podcast from Weekly World of Parkour.
Yeah, so in the future, you guys can expect the full hour from us. Jarran makes the music for the YouTube videos. I make I can't believe we fucked the first half of up, man. It's so good, so classic. But that's what I'm all about. What I was telling Jarran before is like, we're going in and we're just gonna start. There's no real like pre-planning, pre-effort, all this stuff. We're just gonna like every Monday night we're just gonna get together, have this conversation, stream it, and this is the first time, so it's all rough as guts.
If any of you actually saw the artwork, I did that in 5 minutes. Dom is just like, yeah, just get a bin, put it on the artwork, and bam. Like as long as you guys knew what time it was on, that's it.
Yeah. All right. So, for Weekly World of Parkour, I'm gonna start with my recent YouTube discovery, and I think they've been making videos for probably like 2 years, and I just haven't been on the bandwagon. But Kippa, they're a Swedish team, Kipa. Type that into YouTube. Kippa Jump, Kippa Parkour. It's at Kippa Jump on Instagram, and they have a team just of like Joel Larson, who's been training forever. He's from Sweden. He's just like an absolute technician. There's a bit of hype going on right now because his recent clip of him stomping a double gainer.
Oh, it's that guy.
It looks fake.
Oh, does
Yeah.
the way that he just like.
Look, it just looks fake, man. It's just like he jumped off like 2 feet, and then like it's just so perfect, you know. I like messaged him about it because I found it about a week ago. And then yeah, I've been jamming their videos, and they've got Corkson, who I don't know why has changed his name to Viral Corkson. I mean, I definitely know he's just tongue in cheek because I know the type of guy he is, but Viral Corkson is such a weird. Corkson was like a cork guy, and then Viral Corkson is like hybrid. Oh well, he's doing absolute ridiculous shit. Like he's my most recent Instagram follow.
All right.
Like I don't even think I followed Joel still, but I followed Viral Corkson, VIRALCORKSSON, I want to say. Yeah, but you'll find it if you type in the first part of that. And then I found a young guy's YouTube channel, Fearox Freerun. And they're just some young guys who I discovered from their We Jump the World Day video. But they just like make setups in their backyard, and then they go out, and they're like a German team, and they just do like, they kind of like remind me of a young freerunning Schlappen, where they kind of half in the jumps and half just having a laugh and doing like kind of stunty stuff. So, you know, that's fun. But just jumping and like crashing and stuff.
Nice.
I guess the biggest news for me personally this week is that the Farang merchandise is dropping on Wednesday.
What with the baggy,
yeah,
baggy track pants?
the baggy tracksuit pants. I stand up, do a little shake. But yeah, so
They
these
actually
are
look
the new
legit.
Farang- yeah, the new Farang jeans. They're super comfortable. Personally, I've never been so satisfied with a line. And then there's the t-shirt. There's also an orange one with the black print, but this one I like better because I haven't stained it yet.
I'm buying that. Is that in the orange that is everywhere around my life?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to talk much louder so that people can hear me. Apparently,
the microphone.
I thought I was yelling, but that's good. So there is an orange long sleeve shirt, a black long sleeve shirt, socks, a pair of jeans that have no border, a big baggy pair like I'm wearing right now, and a pair of jeans that have a border with like a wire print on the border. So it's you know, not just one piece. It's a bunch of stuff. Look forward to that. That's going to be a thing. I think we're just trying to bring back the old school baggy style with that new spin on it.
That's cool. So it's gonna is it the 2XLs and that kind of thing?
Yeah, like I mean, it's kind of shaped that way, but it's not 2XL.
Yeah, I get
So
you.
it's
Not taken to that ridiculous level that it was 5 years ago, where it's like the 4XLs.
we're on one just hunting like the most X's you could find in front of an L for tracksuit pants. That was a good time. And then we got the Tempest online comp, which I think they're running monthly competitions now. And everyone's throwing down like insane lines all the time. Ed Scott is he's consistently throwing down incredible lines. He's probably my top favorite athlete right now.
Ed
just
Scott's
pulling a lot of
amazing.
inspiration from him and his work ethic and his constant ingenuity. And then DK's line was really good. It's really quick and simple, like not in difficulty, but in structure. Like he doesn't use a lot of different things. But it's DK, does it flawlessly. And Archie's line. But not my favorite line from Archie, because I feel like he used the same move a couple of times where he could have really, he's got a huge bag of tricks to work with, but he's stuck milk in the same spot every day right now, like over and over and over again. So I feel like
same spot.
it's harder to work. Like, he's like, I've done all this stuff before. How do I be creative?
Yeah.
Thank you, Scott. I would try and wipe my camera, but like, I just don't clean stuff ever. Now
Dude,
it's
that made it
worse.
so bad.
Yeah, I smashed that. Yeah, smashed it, didn't I? Yeah.
Where
What
can you
about
find
now?
this? Like, I have not seen any of this Tempest stuff, so.
So Tempest free running online competition.
Is it a
I'd say
YouTube
just
thing
go
or
to Ed
what?
Scott's page and check out his most recent post, and then you'll find the hashtag from there.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's an
'Cause
Instagram
then
thing.
it's an Instagram
Okay.
monthly competition, which another Instagram monthly competition was recently run by APAC. I think that's right. Singapore Parkour is their flow competition. So they did one without flips. So doing like a flow competition where you use like your indoor surroundings, but not doing any flips acrobatics, which makes it more accessible to anybody who's out there and doesn't practice flips. You know what I mean?
And you got to be a lot more creative.
That too as well. You've seen some great stuff from like Seth Jumps, Seth Ruji, and Spin Boy. And actually, I was really surprised with Cork Boy's flow submission without flips. It was like a lot of different stuff in a very small space. Like you did, really good job. Shout out Cork Boy.
Wait.
Cork Boy.
Did Cork Boy do a cork or no cork?
He couldn't.
No flips.
No flips. No flips.
Did he still call out Cork Boy? Like that's his thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that's like his superpower. Like, it's like Captain Planet and then does like a cork. Does like a double cork pre. Sorry, I shouldn't just say a cork. That feels like I'm underrating Cork Boy's skills. Cork Boy's like Captain Planet, double cork pre. That feels like the right breakdown of that situation.
Is he close to a double cork pre?
Dude, he tried one the first time I ever met him.
I knew that was
over like a filthy gap. Another YouTube video you guys should go back and watch, probably before Jarran was doing concerting, so he wasn't so dedicated to watching. But I think it's called He Tried Double Cork Pre. So like, if you're trying to find that, that's how you find that. Oh yeah, and as always, I'm excited for tomorrow's Stora video. Stora video is going to be a good release.
What was their last one?
Last week's was just them in Basingstoke doing snake parkour.
Oh,
but I
the
really
snake
am
parkour
just
one.
like ultra fanboy if they're weekly releases right now, because I can't be over there training with all these people and going to all these different spots. I'm like vicariously living through their videos. Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm meant to be hanging out with Joe, not them. Oh yes. Also, thank you, Scott. You're so on it right now. Scott Bass is just hitting me up with the info. But yeah, Soul Destroyer. I forgot about that because that was just today. It wasn't in my notes. But Soul Destroyer got announced for the release on 28th, which is next week. But Soul Destroyer is going to be pretty insane. Just the trailer and the videos from that.
All right. So for the people that don't know,
with that as well.
So for the people that don't know, because I think I'm the only one that doesn't know anyway. But what are you talking about?
The Modus projects.
Watch out.
Good. I'm glad. See, this is why I need you to give things context. The Modus projects are releasing a huge video project along with their merchandise release they've been working on for an extended period of time. Jazz has been like finagling on that release date, like teasing people with it. But yeah, it's a huge project. I'm like personally just excited for the video side of it because that is something that really motivates me in my training. Is the videos that come out. Yeah, like that's why I'm doing that Throwback Thursday / parkour homework on my Instagram is because I'm trying to share with people those videos in case they watch them and get that motivation. And yeah, so that video, just from some of the clips, like just the little moments, I'm like, ah.
Do you feel that there has been almost the divide between that? Like, this is going into some Jimmy the Giant meta kind of stuff, but really that you either have kids just making stuff for Instagram, or people doing super cinematic stuff, and there's no one in the middle anymore, just making the kind of good videos, or even good videos?
Nah, I'm just overly optimistic with that stuff. I just believe that we have so many people practicing of so many walks of life that like there's always someone in the middle doing their thing. Like I actually know of like over a dozen tracers of like very, very high level of world class standard that don't have social media. Like you know what I mean? There's so many people out there you just don't know about, and there's so many people from all walks of life that use parkour in their everyday life, and that makes, I think, the big difference is I just remain optimistic in that fact. Like, I'm sure there's people out there like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be. I mean, there's people. In my experience, I've met people who do parkour for, thousands of different reasons. Or what parkour gives them is 1,000 different things. You know, that's just.
Yeah, of course. Like, when you come down to it and you take away the parkour versus free running thing, it's all just movement. Because that's also the thing, is that you see someone do a crazy standing pre, and then you go see someone do just a cork to cork to cork, and both are equally awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But as movement, they don't need to have these defined labels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just. So I had totally got sidetracked and reminded me of this story where I was at my first international jam and I was with like a bunch of international athletes, and Toby Cigar was there, and he goes, "It's fine, darling." Uh, Toby Cigar was there, and he's like, "Oh, what, like, do you have any money?" And the guy was like, "No." He's like, "Do you have any money?" And the other guy's like, "No." He's like, "Do you have any money?" And I was like, "No." Yeah, it's like everyone in the circle, and he's like, "And you're all in a different country because you jump on walls." And I just loved that. Like, there's no, everyone's just there to jump on walls. That's at the core of everything. It's like, I just want to jump on some shit at the end of the day. There's not, there's not that, there's not that much complexity to it. Yeah. Yeah. Good word. Complexity.
Yeah, well, there definitely isn't. Like, and that's why I've
Doesn't
always
need to be.
seen. I've always seen that in you, that, if the world ended, you'd probably just be like, cool, because now I can not get kicked out of the places where I want to jump on things.
Yeah, I think long time practitioner gives you that kind of mindset. You're just like, oh, I'd just love to jump on everything if I could.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so I'm gonna hop through the comments. Do you have that many? Oh, we do have a bunch going through. We start off with Jago Bafleur because he's the first guy, and he said, "Ew," and that was like before we started. Someone said adamantium bones, which is not true. I think it's a common misconception. I definitely just have bones.
Have
that
you
are
ever
made of
broken a bone?
bone
Like,
things.
broken?
When I was 7, I fell off a horse and I broke my wrist. If you want to know about that story, you can comment below, and I will elaborate. That's the only time I've broken a bone, and the rest of the time I've only fractured stuff. Which I think that's the key thing. Fractures make the bone heal stronger. So it's like I could just do more stuff to that stuff that I fractured now, and it's fine, right? That's my logic anyway, because the bones are stronger.
Well, what age was it as well?
I don't know, man. That'll be different.
No, I was talking about you.
7 when I
7. So
did
that's still
this,
in
and then
that's still
that's a
green
break.
stick
That's a
fracture.
break though, not fracture. That's the only break.
Oh, yeah,
Fractures
right.
have been like, I think I did like 18, 16, 22, 24 or something like that.
Yeah.
I like even numbers. All right, so then it's all well. This is back to the start. People getting confused because we fucked it all up. Of course he is. Life runs are clean. Domtomato and Jason Paul. Okay, this confused me. Domtomato and Jason Paul from Farang #1. How does that work? There's two of us right there. Sorry, Peter Gurecki, but you didn't know math in it. All right, that's when we discovered that it's all started. Oh no, still haven't discovered. Okay, now it's live. All right. So I found out that Ivan Korolov, I can never say his last name right. This little guy from Sydney, young guy, Russian, super good mindset, does like hectic, scary stuff. But he lives down the road from us, so I have a new training partner in the hood.
Oh, crazy.
And getting to do hella gnarly stuff. Oh shit, Travis Verkey. Yo. So Verkey is massive motivator as well right now. Like he started doing YouTube videos. Verkey02 for those people who don't know, or Travis Verkey. First person to do Kong double gainer in the world, my guy. But he's just always he's just active on social media again, and just doing a lot of really cool shit that like I, to be honest, haven't seen a lot of before. So it's really cool to see someone being like ingenuitive in the sport, but in a almost like a difficulty way, as opposed to just like going down the creative route.
Yeah, of course. I've actually got a question that I can answer on this one. So Vroom says, "What? It's right that the song is made by Jarran Zen, but where can we get the song? I don't find anything with his name."
Yeah, so that.
Bam. So what I'm going to do, because I'm sitting on too many tracks from Dom right now, like 50 or something like that. So I'm going to the snow next month, and I'm just going to chill and put them into albums. I'll probably release them under Beat Division, I think. Because why not? And then you'll have all the music. All of it.
So basically, his short answer is you can't find it yet because it doesn't exist. Because he hasn't been that organized.
Shut up.
Yeah. What's your for life philosophy, Dom? I don't know, just like do shit and like, just like have fun in that, like, play zoo, like fucking pick up, just like, whatever and that, yeah. Just have a good time in it. I don't really have one. I haven't really thought that complexly about it. Going down, lots of tomato emojis. I can talk louder. Then there's Scott being there. He gets it. All right, we're down to the bottom.
I'm gonna send you some lens wipes, but I may need to send you a camera. It could just be a camera issue.
Dude, to be honest, yeah, that's just probably like old laptop and it's not cleared. 64p is a compliment, Sean. It's like 8-bit. Feels like 8-bit when I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it in like a thumb too, and it's still just. But as you can all probably understand, sometimes you just don't have enough overhead to just randomly buy a webcam for an ad lib podcast that you start.
Yeah. At least, all right. We'll wait until episode 5. Episode 5, and then the video goes up.
Yeah, episode 5, The Awakening.
Yeah, and then we'll have like ticker tape underneath, just like saying news stuff. All of the breaking news.
All right, well, if there's anything specific you want to ask, hit me up for the next 2 minutes, because we're going to wind this thing down very, very shortly. We're going over time just a little bit because we had that delay, but not too long.
My bad.
And you can watch it all backwards. Yeah, love that.
All right. How impossible is a double flip pre?
Dude, someone's done it. I've seen 3 or 4 double flip prees now. I've seen Alfred Scott do double flyaway pre, and I've seen Max Antle do double sided pre. And I get it, but there's no way in hell I'm doing that anytime soon. I'm just not a rotator, bro. I'm like a diver. I'm like a fucking like But like double flip pre, I think a bunch of people are going to be doing real soon. Like that'll be not a staple, but
All right, you pixelated. All right, Ed Scott asked a question, saying, "Next Red Bull project?"
oh shit.
Question mark. Weren't you doing a Red Bull shoot like 2 days ago?
I did a photo shoot where they're doing like a comparison of COVID.
Oh,
Can't go into too much detail of it, obviously, because I don't want to spoil their shoot and let other creators know. But it's like a COVID thing, so a related theme. Doing hopefully a small project with Kingpin, the bowling / entertainment center. That's my next local project with them, and then everything else overseas is on hold. As you guys can probably understand, Australia is not letting people fly out without a pretty substantial reason. So all of those projects have kind of been backlogged till the next year. I got some local fun ones coming up. I'm just trying to work more with can integration and brand integration in general. Right now, that's kind of my platform with them.
All the fun things.
Quick one here. Favorite spot in Sydney? That's a quick tricky question. I'd say probably Meadowbank, because there's just a big plethora of spots, so I don't have to go too specific on that. I can just go to the area and jump around.
Is that where you've been to lately? Like a lot of your videos have been out doing that kind of out in the burbs, it seems.
Yeah, we'd be definitely driving out a lot more. I have to thank Gadori for having wheels and a license, because I do not at the ripe old age of 28. Got my L's recently, but yeah, so we've been driving to more neighborhood spots, so just like 30-minute drives and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's definitely been better. But I think, what hobbies do I have outside of parkour and freerunning? Mate, pretty much nothing. I just like spend quality time with my girlfriend, edit videos, and do parkour like 24/7. I'm very obsessed with doing parkour. Like just going out and doing parkour.
You're probably one of the most boring people that I know. Like, you don't have many layers.
That's true. It's true.
You just go real deep on those layers.
Simple, man. Simple guy.
Yeah.
So,
but also, when you're out training every day, you're getting clips every day. Well, you got to edit them. Otherwise, you get backlogged and then run out of hard drive space like you already are.
Yeah, I got at least 6 hard drives full of just parkour footage. Quality. Most of it's awful too. All right, quick last question. Why do I love the UK scene so much? The first thing is that I grew up watching those videos like religiously. So the person that asked the question here is Ampy Sound Scott. I was watching his videos, Chris Labacca's videos, Antoine Piquet's videos, and like any video that I could find that was coming out of the UK when I was growing up, because we didn't have a huge booming community or a huge spike in level as well. So when I was seeing these guys go to the next level with things, it really was like a big motivator for me to do that. And then obviously I fell in love with the spots and like that community, and really like wanted to be a part of that community as like a 15-16-year-old, just watching all the videos. Like, when you have like that, you just want to be, you're just like, oh, I just want to be like that. And then I went over and it was a different age in the scene, but the new age was just as like, it had the same vibe. It had the same and some of the old school practitioners were still out training, but it was more just this inherent like nostalgia. And then also, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like he can absolutely go hardest in England.
You were so in love with it. I remember
the level so high, and there's so many people of such a high caliber that you can kind of draw inspiration all the time from all these different people. And like, I've only seen like of the country. I actually want to get around to like all of it.
Is there much happening in Scotland?
Scotland, yeah. Yeah.
Watch out.
Robbie Griffith.
Oh yeah.
And the scene's like pretty quality. I went there, but it was raining. Me and Saturday went for like a holiday there, and it rained like 90% of the time. So that's what I think's going on in Scotland. It's just raining.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Yeah.
So what are we
All
thinking?
right. So videos for this week. That's our
Oh, that's our last
finale.
thing.
Final thing to chat about is vlog 383.
Have I
So
got you the music to it?
No, I just used old music.
Good. All right.
Yeah. So do you want to explain the track pack thing, or should we leave that for another time?
Leave that for another time.
Yeah, well, basically, I just used old tracks from Jarran because Jarran was busy with new tracks and shit that he was making.
Oh yeah, because we're a week behind.
I'm like a month behind on like the day I film the YouTube videos now. It's like a month or like 3 weeks until their release. It's not like it used to be where I just like spend 5 hours that day editing it and put it straight out, because that cycle doesn't work. But I made 383 vlogs. This one will feature fan of Domtomato, Kadori at Meadowbank. We just found like a new spot on the busy road there. Really good session. I cracked like a tic tac 180 backflip thing. Pretty stoked about that. And then second half we went to Castle Hill. Guy Quincy Travels, that's Quincy Travels on Instagram at Quincy KUINCY TRAVELS. I'm gonna get really good at spelling by the end of this.
Apparently so.
On Instagram. And Sean Wood, Alex Ring, and Harry Gabriel. And we got this sick drone shot of all 5 of us like hitting this one spot, which came out really nice. So look forward to that. And that's I don't even know what's happening on the weekend. I have to like chop down something. Yeah, I'm not up to date yet, so I'll get back to you guys on what's being released on the weekend.
What's the date? It's the 22nd. You got the monthly coming up soon.
Oh, it'd be my monthly, wouldn't it? On the weekend.
Oh yeah, I'll start working on the music for that. We know what it is.
Probably send you a sample track or something.
No, you know what it is.
The horns.
Yeah, it's
Dude.
the horns.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you little Easter egg, if you listen to this month's track, know that Jarran drew inspiration from Blue Short's massive instrument track.
Yeah, he literally just said, "Blue Short's massive. Can you make that track?" And so if it's terrible, sorry.
Shh. That's what you get. I really
Next
liked
time,
the drum and bass one that you made last month. Was it last month? Yeah. The drum and bass one turned out good. Like I like listening to that when I'm training.
You listen to my music. Aww.
Stuff. I think that's a nice soppy place to end it.
Yeah, definitely. This was mad fun.
Watch the first half of this where we didn't fuck it up. Where we did fuck it up.
I'll basically go through and upload that tonight. So I guess the UK and LA will get it. Everyone else is going to sleep. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the game, isn't it? So, thank you everyone that has actually tuned in. There's a fair few faces that I know that have tuned in. Next week we'll be more organized, and you can tune in, ask more questions, and we'll talk some more shit or some more trash.
And I was supposed to come in there as well, and I could have put my hand here, and it's like trash talk.
Yeah,
I get it. All right.
Yeah, nailed it. All right. Do you want to do the honors and end the stream?
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Peace.
Is it ended? Are we off?